Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com.
I'm Bob. Happy Friday.
Welcome back to our Top 5 Fridays ski industry news videos. It's an exciting time of year here at Ski Essentials. We just posted our 2026 ski test a week ago, right?
Yep.
So hope everyone is enjoying that. We're still kind of trickling out some final videos. I have a handful left to put up. I'd say somewhere around 10-ish. So keep an eye out for that. And then a couple other fun announcements. We did another interview with Andy Mon. If you remember, he has worked for Vocal and Marker, going kind of back and forth for a long time. Previously, the couple times we've chatted with him, we talked about Vocal. He's now back kind of squarely in the Marker side of that business. So that was really fun.
Yep.
We talked to him on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So I'll have that ready on Monday this coming week. And then, if that looks like a comparison wall behind you, it's because it is. And we've already filmed it. So today, Bob and I filmed our first 2026 ski comparison. We are both tired of talking.
And I feel like my voice is gone.
Yeah. I wasn't kidding at the end of the video when I was like, I don't think I've built up my comparison stamina yet.
Your back hurt.
My back hurt.
Yeah.
I also didn't bring water. I was unprepared.
It's 2 hours.
The video itself, I think, was fine. I think we had a great conversation. So keep an eye out for that. My plan is to post that on Wednesday. And then while we're on the topic, just another heads up, we will not have a Top 5 Fridays video next week. We will have the written article, but Bob and I will both be taking some vacation time. Not together. That would be weird.
Yet we're both going to be in Maine, right?
Yeah, very
kind of close to each other.
It wouldn't be like that weird. I just feel like we spend a lot of time together. That if and I also don't think either of us have taken vacation time in a long time. So if our first
Not since this time last year.
If our first vacation time in a year was with each other, it would feel a little weird.
Yeah.
So, no Top 5 Fridays video next week. But the following week, we will try and get another comparison video up. I'll be basically back in the office on Wednesday, which should give us time to film one and get it together for Thursday, maybe.
We got hope.
There's hope, yeah. If there's a will, there's a way. You got anything else, or do you want to do news? News? Okay. Pretty simple week for news, although we're starting to get some... It's like we're getting into the season news.
Like more ski stuff, right?
Ski stuff, yeah. Athletes, things like that. But to start, we're going to talk about Vail Resorts. They recently announced their Epic Friends tickets. So this is replacing the buddy ticket system that's been in place for a long time. Do you know how long?
No.
Feels like a long time. If you're unfamiliar, the buddy ticket system, basically, if you were an Epic Pass holder, you could go to the ticket window with a friend and they would get a discount on their lift ticket. Those discounts were up to 40% off, but they did vary during peak season.
It always seemed like a hassle. Like whenever someone was like, hey, can I use a buddy ticket or whatever, I'd be like, all right, how do we do that?
That happened a lot.
Go to the ticket window. I don't like going to the ticket window. I bought a pass.
Stowe is also not conducive to ticket window visits.
Spruce is nice.
Spruce is nice, but I don't go there regularly.
Yeah.
I mostly just for us, those situations arise a lot because we park over by the gondola, and then the ticket window at the gondola is never open.
Right.
I don't really know why. And then you're already up on the snow, and then you have to ski down to the Mansfield Lodge to get to the ticket window. Anyways, so those are gone. Now there will be a simplified and flat 50% off discount, which I think is great.
Yeah, and if they make it easier to get, so much the better.
Yeah, I don't know if that's part of it,
Yeah.
but at least it's just black and white 50% off. And then if you were to buy, if you are the guest or the friend in this situation and you buy a ticket, you can get that ticket credited, the amount credited towards an Epic Pass the following season.
Which is pretty sweet. Although, are you capped at 1?
I don't know.
Could you buy
I actually don't know. That's a great question.
8 50% off tickets and then basically get a free pass?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But do you know that I have firsthand experience with at least part of this?
I guess.
So Sunapee, they're an Epic.
Yeah.
So remember we went to Sunapee?
Yep.
And do you also remember that I don't actually have an Epic
Right.
Pass? So our Blizzard rep had to buy me a Buddy Pass lift ticket for the day. And then I got an email that was like, you should use this towards your purchase of an Epic Pass.
Oh, okay.
So like the system's already in place.
Yeah.
It's more just the change in the discount. So
Fun fact, did you know that trip last year was the first time I had ever used my Epic Pass at another resort than Stowe?
I didn't know that, but I suppose if I had to guess, I may have guessed that.
Yeah, I don't get out much.
Because it hasn't been like, how many years has Vail owned Stowe? 7?
Yeah.
So,
Even
yeah,
so.
I could probably accurately list every single place you've skied in the last 7 years. So anyways, that'll be interesting. Kind of the first big change that we've seen from Rob Katz, and just from a business perspective, from a profit and loss perspective, we were kind of talking about this in our office, Bob. Like, it seems obvious on the Vail Resorts side. Like, it feels like they could increase that discount if they wanted to, and they still wouldn't be losing money.
Yeah.
They make so much of their revenue from pass sales, and then they don't shy away from the idea that having more bodies on premise is good for them.
Yep.
Regardless of if they're getting a full lift ticket cost or not, because chances are you're going to buy something.
Yeah, and that's more incentive for someone who was like, I'm not spending $250 on a lift ticket.
Right.
Like, they would just not go, and then you get
Right.
no money.
Right.
But
Exactly.
now you get 125
Exactly.
plus concessions,
Exactly.
plus the percentage chance that they're going to buy an Epic Pass.
Yeah. It's got to be a positive effect on revenue stream, even though it's a bigger discount. So, anyways, that's it. Moving on. We have some... Bob, did you read that Matt specifically called out you in this section?
I think he thinks I got fired up about weather predictions.
Apparently. So we'll see how upset Bob gets. But we've seen some really early predictions for the upcoming ski season. I know last week when we didn't really talk about the news, we just talked about the ski test. There was the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's prediction. So we didn't talk about that. I did get that acronym right.
I don't know.
NOAA,
NOAA.
National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
I guess.
Pretty sure. Anyway, so we didn't talk about that, but we can a little bit. In the past week, we got Farmer's Almanac and Direct Weather, both of which are predicting a cold winter, or unusually cold, or on the cold side of the spectrum with lots of precipitation. So, sounds great.
Wow.
Everybody gets a lot of snow.
How do they come up with that type of intuitive guesses?
Well, Bob, they did cite or at least Matt cited in our article, that the Farmer's Almanac is more on their interpretation of what they're seeing, where Direct Weather and NOAA or NOAA are more based in meteorological data.
Which one do you trust more?
None.
The width of the black spot on the woolly bear, or the multiple decades of compiling data?
I know we've talked about this before, but I try not to pay attention to
Or the height of the beehive in
no.
the tree?
No.
You just go skiing.
I just wait until the winter, until the winter starts wintering, and
Yeah.
then I see whatever happens
Yeah.
and go from there. I just feel like if for me at least, if I put too much thought into these things, I'm just setting myself up for disappointment.
Yeah, because you'll be, even if they predict warm and wet and a lot of rain, you'll be disappointed up until the point where it's not.
Yeah.
So you're
What am I gaining
you're sad.
from this knowledge of what these people think the ski season will be like?
I don't know.
Anyways, on the NOAA side, their predictions are more neutral, but this week they adjusted their predictions and shifted it ever so slightly towards a more La Nina early winter.
Great.
You seem to have kept your cool.
I'll be all right.
Okay, cool. You got vacation in half an hour.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
Yeah. Moving on, topic number 3, we have an athlete highlight. The last 2 topics here are kind of athlete highlights. This one is for Elisabeth Bocock. Last season was her first on the World Cup circuit. I remember her name coming up a couple times. I remember probably these 2 situations. So she had 9 World Cup starts last year with her best finish a 14th. She was actually 8th after run 1 in the Killington Giant Slalom, and I kind of think that's what I remember. She's only 19 years old, so certainly an athlete to watch. How old is Lindsey Vonn?
I don't know, but 19's young. Like, that's
Super
impressive.
young.
Like, a lot of people don't build the necessary strength, like core strength.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff like that until much later.
Yeah, so she is legitimately very young and trying to qualify for the Olympics this season, and just an exciting young athlete to watch.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. And then the 4th topic of the week, I thought this one was very interesting, Bob. Brooklyn-born Rivers triplets hope to represent the Jamaican alpine ski team in the Olympics. It's got real Cool Runnings vibes.
Yeah, and as the father of twins, I can't imagine adding a third to that, but it's a good thing that you get them into the same thing, or else you're pulled into 3 different directions.
Like if one was into figure skating and one was into basketball and one was into alpine ski racing.
You just, yeah,
What
be a lot.
do you do then?
I don't know.
Do you draw straws?
Well, at the end of the day, they're your kids and they have to do what you tell them to do, so their passions are irrelevant.
Fair. So anyways, they are born to an American father and a Jamaican mother. They were raised in Brooklyn, as I mentioned, raised with a strong focus on snow sports. They ski raced at Windham Mountain, which is now that like semi-private mountain.
Yeah, is it semi still?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. And then Helena and Hanaya, I think I'm pronouncing those right. Both of them went to Holderness to kind of continue their endeavors, and Henry headed to the Stratton Mountain School. I believe Helena and Hanaya are both in South America right now, trying to earn more FIS points towards qualifying or getting an invitation to the Olympics. And Henry just needs 2 more.
Sweet.
So they're close.
Yeah.
And that could be really cool. Could be a really cool story. I'm sure if they qualify, even though they'll be racing for the Jamaican team, I'm sure we will see some stories about them.
Oh, definitely.
Because that's just, NBC can't.
They love it.
They-
They
yeah.
love that stuff.
They can't stay away from
No.
that. So best of luck to all 3 of them, and hope we get to see you race at the Olympics. You ready for edits of the week?
Sure.
First up, we've got a summer skiing edit with Rise and Alpine. Didn't have a chance to watch the whole thing yet, but as always, it looked very entertaining. First couple minutes were great right off the bat. And then we've got a tour inside the largest snow dome in the world. You've never seemed as excited about snow domes as me.
No, I'm not excited about Big Snow American Dream.
Oh.
There's some really cool looking other snow domes.
You just don't want to go to a mall in New Jersey.
I don't want to go to a mall in New Jersey.
It's
but
fair.
there do seem to be some more interesting indoor skiing options and venues.
All right, I'll take that. That's acceptable. And then we've got Siver Val just doing incredible things on rails. This guy is just so much fun to watch, especially for me with a background in that kind of stuff. And then we've got an edit of 10-year-old mountain biker Weston Lukens, which I had a hard time not like pulling myself away from watching it.
Yeah.
These kids are just incredible. Like Charlotte's 10, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if she was hitting like 80-foot jumps at the Whistler Bike Park?
No, I could not.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just unbelievable to see it when they grow up. Like young Simon, who I coached for a long time. Raised in Burke, he grew up on a mountain bike, and basically by the time he was that age, he was an incredible rider. It's like their perception is that it's normal.
I mean, any of these communities that have this direct access,
Totally.
like these kids in town here.
I mean, Stowe is a great
nuts.
example.
You know, if you grew up in Whistler, or if you grew up in Killington, something like that, where Mountain Park City, you know, just the access to mountain biking is so readily available.
Totally.
The technology on these bikes, the coaching these kids get is so good.
There's professional mountain bike coaches now.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me when you're 10.
Right.
That
I mean, like the kids in the Little League World Series are very impressive.
Yep.
So like it makes sense that at this point, with the growth of those sports, that now we're seeing it there as well. So anyways, Bob, I feel like you can go on vacation.
Yes.
So look out for Andy Mon interview, more ski test videos. First comparison, it's mid 100 free ride skis. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but
you did not.
Fairly obvious.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe not. And then, we'll both be gone for a little while, and then we'll be back the following week, hopefully with another comparison and certainly with a Top 5 Fridays.
Sounds good.
So hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.